Alright guys, what's up? This is going to be a video on all the stuff I've got in the past 7 months while I've been away. Just slowly acquiring things over time. This is what it's come out to. Just little things for impressions that have needed either been finished off or things that I've needed or just things I've wanted. But this is everything I got for 7 months worth of stuff. So we're going to dive into it today. I'll try to brush over things briefly, but I don't want to get too much into stuff because most of it's going to be in future videos later for you guys. So, but this is just an update of what I've gotten while I've been gone. So starting over here on the right with uniforms on top, we got it's an old at the front light shade HBT jacket, and as well as trousers here down at the bottom. As you can see, it's got the 13-star buttons all the way down. Every button's there. It's good. It's got a second armored patch on it with some sergeant stripes. Those are probably going to come off if in the near future if I ever decide to use these for anything. But it's, like I said, it's an old, you can see it right on there at the front, faded off, but it's still there. Old at the front run. This is one of their newer runs I got during around Thanksgiving time when they were having one of their Black Friday sales. As you can see, the at the front symbols are different. Like I said, this is their newer run as opposed to their old one. And this is supposed to be their dark shade. So I got a pair of used light shade. These were used off eBay. I paid like 25 bucks for the set. And then, of course, you guys can go on atthefront.com and see what these are going for. But like I said, I got them off a Black Friday deal. So this is the dark shade. Again, 13-star buttons, all there. As well as the trousers are underneath here. Just your standard HBT trousers with the pockets on the side. Y'all follow World War II history or gear, you'll know what they look like. But like I said, this stuff is just a brush over. I'm going to be going more in depth as I touch up with gear videos on certain impressions. Continuing with uniforms, I guess. I got this, again, at the front run. One of their newer ones. Summer M41 jacket. So the difference being that there's no liner in it. It's just the jacket material. So you can wear this easily with a like one of the wool enlisted shirts or the just over anything, like maybe over an HBT or something like that. It's not as hot or not as heavy as the regular M41 jackets. Again, I got that just to have another one, as well as the other one I have now. The one that does have the lining is it's kind of like an off shade. So I wanted to get a khaki one or a more khaki color to go with that. So that's why I just bought it. And then this one, of course, you've probably all seen this if you've seen the movie Fury. It's a winter jacket, but was often mostly used by tank crews a lot due to its ability to keep you warm, and it's pretty durable material. Like the difference between this and this, it's the same material, but backing it up, as you can tell, it's a lot more like I said, durable and heavy for the wearer. So something I was thinking about was maybe switching that patch over to this one, but again, it's something that was used by troops for both pretty much everywhere in the Army. So if I wanted to use that for, say, Bastogne infantry or Bastogne paratrooper, you could easily get away with that. So still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this, but like I said, just your standard typical combat winter jacket here. Like I said, mostly seen with tank crews. Moving over to the left, this is actually something kind of interesting. I was able to get this, it's not an original, but it's a rerun jacket made by Cooper. It's like an A2 bomber jacket. But what was cool about it is, so I bought the jacket off, you guys can go follow both of them on Instagram, but I bought the jacket off of this guy. Forgive me if I'm saying this wrong, but I believe his Instagram handle is Dan2Art or something like that. I'll put it down in the description for you guys, but he does a lot of jacket work. But he was getting rid of this jacket, so I got it from him. Pretty good deal. He's a good guy. He's pretty informative about bomber jackets and all sorts of stuff. So you guys have any questions, feel free to hit him up. I'm sure he'd be more than welcome to tell you guys what's up like he did to me. He was a very nice guy. But my buddy, once I bought the jacket, I had it shipped out to my buddy, That's 40's Kids on Instagram, a buddy of mine, David. Terrific artist, terrific painter. Eats, breathes, lives the 1940s and that vintage lifestyle. It all around great dude. Really good friend of mine. But I asked him about painting the jacket for me. This is something we've been working on for a very long time, and I finally got a jacket, and he was more than willing to help. Very good to work with. One of the best experiences I've ever worked with someone before. Got me exactly what I wanted. I got this. We went over some designs. We ended up going with this one, mainly just because I like that patch. To be honest with you, I can't remember what the unit was that wore this patch. All I could tell you is it's a bomber unit out of the Pacific that operated late 43 into the rest of the war, during those later island hopping campaigns. But nonetheless was a bombing unit in the Pacific Theater, which is kind of cool because you don't really hear about those. You usually hear about the Mighty 8th Air Force that was doing bombing runs all throughout Europe. So getting that was kind of cool. And again, David was able to help me figure out all this sort of stuff, which was awesome. But obviously you got the front there, but on the back he also helped me do this too. I wanted something like a vintage pinup, and he did this. This is awesome. This is something we were going back and forth on, and he got it. He nailed it. He put everything I wanted in there. A little bit of patriotic, like the bomb on there. It's awesome. But this is one of I think one of the coolest ones I managed to get through my past 7 months while building up my collection a little bit, and it's definitely one of the sentimental objects. Working with him, it was really cool. Definitely one of a kind piece. But like I said, if you guys want to see his work or maybe even hit him up for some commissions, I'll leave that in the description, and you guys can talk to him. He's a really cool dude. At the very least, go give him a follow on all of his social media accounts. Right here, this is not new. This is old, but what's inside it is new. It's some new 43 pants, which kind of with better pockets and better pants. I have old What Price Glory runs that weren't really up to par. I just had them because I needed them, but now I've upgraded and a lot better than what I had before. So yeah, just like I said, a lot of the stuff was just to finish off impressions, and that was the one thing I needed. So coming back over here to the gear, I got two new helmets. One I'm not going to use. I just needed it for the liner, but this one, all brand new. Original. It's a front seam right here, stainless steel brim with a hole in the brim. And reading into it, I actually figured out that this is another common thing tankers would use. It's because they could pop the liner and then hang it on the outside of the tank like this, or any tracked vehicle or any vehicle whatsoever. So a lot of vehicle crewmen would do that. They'd punch a hole in the brim and they'd sit it on the Vic, and you could do that. So that's probably what that is. But like I said, it came with the chin strap there. The liner on the inside is very nice. It's named to Charles T. Trent of, I can't tell if that's 100 or 10D or whatever. But I'll be looking more into that, and then once I do, I'll kind of update you guys on what I found about this. But this is my original helmet that I've had for a while now. Same thing, front seam, but what I did is I bought a rear seam helmet that happened to have a paratrooper liner in it. I just swapped them out. But this one's also named to a Robert Orsolini, I believe. And then that's his serial number right there. But that's I bought this helmet, or this liner, to finish off my paratrooper, because I have yet to have a paratrooper liner for it. So there's that, and then the liner that came in was to a rear seam that I'll probably end up throwing another liner in to use Korean War, or convert it into a Vietnam helmet and then probably sell off or give it to somebody. But moving left, I pretty much rebuilt my Vietnam web kit. If you guys have seen any of my earlier videos, I sold my web kit, or not sold it, but I got rid of my pretty much Vietnam impression to get a German impression, and I knew it would be easier to build a Vietnam one, and I'm already done with it pretty much. Just a little few things here and there, but this is a Marine setup. I got the M14 pouches here, but those are going to get swapped out with some M56 pouches due to the weapon I ended up going with. But I'll be keeping those because I'm going to end up getting an M1A. That's on my list. So that's, obviously I got 3. Some canteen covers here. Like I said, I'm not really going too in depth here because this is going to be in a gear video, hopefully. So 2 canteens, and then jungle first aid pouch that's dated Vietnam War era, and then all on a pistol belt. And these suspenders came with them. I'm trying to still figure out if I want to use these or not, because these ones fit better than the ones I had before. And they're also correct. So I may get these ones with the P41s that will fit the Marine Corps impression a little bit better. So I'm still deciding. And then my pack. So I used to have a nylon rucksack. I got rid of that because this is more authentic to the unit that we're doing, and as well to Marines as a whole in Vietnam. So this is my pack here. Again, got this separately. Has a name on the back. Right was belonged to Staff Sergeant. I bought the E-tool cover to throw on there. I'm still getting the E-tool. And then inside, just to fill it up, I have, let's see if I can get some of it out, Vietnam era poncho liner. I've been always wanting one of those because they're substantially more warmer, or sorry, they're substantially warmer than the ones that are issued nowadays. So I got one of those, and it is pretty warm, so that's pretty cool. Moving left, only thing new here is this insignia that I'm going to put on this, and I'll show you guys a video on sewing that on and what you got to do for that. So stay tuned for that. A lot of new content's going to be coming with this little do-it-yourselves and how-tos, so keep going. A USMC cartridge belt right here. This is an original 43, so that's going to go with my Marine impression as it slowly gets built. And then this is my these are going to get dirtied up. As you can tell that the material, these are at the fronts, but the material from this and this are just not there. So these are going to get some wear and tear on them. Hopefully blend this in, and then this will become my airborne rig. Because I got an M1 carbine, and that's going to be for my airborne. And these are going to be the pouches used for them. So get the suspenders on there. My musette bag I already have, so throw that all on there. And we have ourselves a airborne impression. Moving left to the footwear, on the right there I have my German low boots. Those aren't new, but the gaiters on top are. I finally got a set of gaiters for them. Again, off at the front, they're the textiled brown straps. So I wanted black, but they were sold out, so I just went with the brown, and it still works. Original service shoes. I believe they're original. I could be wrong on that, but they do have serial numbers written in them and all that. So finally got a set service shoe, so no more using the rough outs for everything. And as well to the left of those are original double buckle boots. So all the boots now are accounted for. I got the service shoes, double buckle boots, rough outs, and then the paratrooper boots for a paratrooper, and as well as I have jack boots for my German impression. Then right here, this is an original 1917 dated U.S. trousers. Again, not going to go too far into detail because that's literally the first item I have for World War I, so not going to go too deep into that. I'm going to wait for that impression to build up a little bit. Just a little sneak peek at the first item that's in the works towards a World War I U.S. doughboy impression. And then after that, we'll maybe go to Marine or British impression after that. So just like I said, just a sneak peek. I'm not going to go anywhere near that because I have nothing else but that for World War I. But coming out of the latest installments into the collection are these 3 rifles right here. Again, these are going to have their own videos all in themselves, but I just wanted to show you guys, like I said, everything I've gotten, and this is one of the better items I've gotten over 7 months. At the bottom is a 1944 dated, right there, Mosin. So I had a Mosin, was in pretty rough condition. It was still usable, not bad by any means, but Definitely not the condition this one is. This one's matching with the top handguard and the below. The one I had before was all scratched up down here. The stain was off, so that was that. I didn't like that, but I found this, traded that my old Mosin in, plus $200 cash. Now I have a PU. All I had to do was install the scope. So I bought this scope off AccuMounts. I'll be doing a review, like I said, on all of this later. But scope came off AccuMounts, threw that on there. I already had the mount installed. This part right here. So all I had to do was put the base on and the scope, and I had myself a PU. So that's one of the newest ones. It's a pretty cool addition. So that's going to be going into the Soviet impression that I am building right now. And I was going to do regular infantry, but now since I have a Mosin, it's going to swerve into a Russian sniper impression. So stay tuned for more on that. Right here, the crown of my rifle collection. I've been wanting one of these since the first time I ever saw Saving Private Ryan, or the first time I ever saw Band of Brothers when I was about 6 years old. Always wanted it in $1 grand. For that notorious ping, as well for it just being one of the best rifles ever to exist in the U.S. arsenal. But it's a Springfield Armory. If you run that serial number, it dates back to like October 1943. It is a CMP, but I didn't get it off CMP. I bought it from a dude that bought it from CMP. Was going to take it out for competitive shooting with M1 Grands, but never got around to it. So I ended up getting a really good deal on this. So now I have an M1 Grand. Like I said, a lot of people will say they have M1 Grands, but they're really airsoft. But as you can see, that's legit. So moving up, this is the latest one I have. So I bought the Mosin when I got back, and then like a week later, I ended up getting this. This is a M16A1 clone. It's like I said, real. Some people will try to get away with saying, "Oh, I got this," but it's an airsoft gun. But this is legit. This is a real M16. The only thing that's got to be switched on it is this lower trigger guard right here. But it's a build. So the guy I bought it from he built it. The whole upper receiver is an original Colt from Vietnam. So upper is original, and the bottom is from Rock River Arms. So the only thing I'm going to do is just swap this out. I don't really care about the lower. All I really wanted was that M16 look to it with the integrated carrying handle. It's just something that they would have carried it. It's a 3-pronged flash hider as well, so perfect for what I need. So now, finally, no more using airsoft or Denix for the Vietnam impression. Every single impression I have now has a live firing weapon for it. So that was really the end goal that I was going for there. So, but yeah, that's everything I've gotten. I'm gonna try to. I'm doing my best to give you guys good content now. In between this channel and as well as my Instagram page, which is the same as this channel name. So go give that a follow. I'll be posting updates on that and more pictures and notifications on what is getting bought, and then once it's display worthy, then a video will be made upon it. But this is, like I said, this is all new stuff that's going to be in videos later, and in here is a bunch of stuff that I have that will also have videos. So a lot is coming your guys' way. Just give me what you guys want to see, and I'll start throwing stuff out there for you guys, because like I said, I'm back now. I have time to do this, and it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. So I appreciate you guys. Everyone support me on Instagram. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm hoping that I can get you guys some good content coming out there shortly. But like I said, if there's anything you guys want to see, want me to do, show you guys, just let me know, and I'll get that stuff out there for you. But like I said, go give that guy David a follow. That's 40 Kid on Instagram. And I appreciate you guys for giving this video a view. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned for more to follow. Thanks, you guys. See you guys later.